Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's right. Louisiana Catalyst Podcast, the link right here at Origin Bank, sponsored by Origin Bank. And you notice, we're downtown Ruston at the beautiful facility here that Origin Bank has recently just opened up. And as always, I'm chair now of Louisiana Catalyst. And I'm so excited to continue to be here and continue this show with my friend, our brother, the visionary of this entire setup and operation, that is Mr. Quentin Durr.
I got a whole lot of help.
Man, you do a great job, man. And that's right. In entrepreneurship, in business, in community, it's all about partnerships and relationships. And hey, man, you practice that better than anybody I know.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
I'm glad to
indeed.
be here.
Absolutely. Well, listen, today we're here with an awesome young lady who's doing great things in downtown Ruston. She is the president and CEO of Experience Ruston, and that is Mrs. Amanda Carrier. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us what's going on. What can we experience in Ruston? Tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, so Christmas in Ruston is so magical. And I know that you can say that wherever you live, but there's something about, especially downtown Ruston, that is like a warm welcome, like you're coming home from the holidays regardless of where you are. We like to joke that it's our own little Hallmark town, or our stars hollow, and that's a very genuine thing. You know, you can't fake the hospitality that's down there, the way that the shop owners know your name and know your kid's name and the size clothes that they wear, and so all of that, you know, that you have that all year long, but at Christmas time it kind of comes together under the sparkly lights and creates just such an awesome atmosphere to celebrate the holidays. So we just recently kicked off the Christmas season with the lighting of the tree downtown. That was a lot of fun. That was Thursday of last week. And so now it's kind of like full force. We have lots of different activities going on. The newest being the cookie crawl, which if you experienced Wine Walk the past couple of years, it works a lot like that. Some of the participating stores are going to have little cookies to sample, and you can take your passport to all of the shops and all the restaurants and get your cookies and enjoy and shop and just walk around and be in downtown. We are going to have a Christmas parade again, and it's kind of special this year because it's going to be a nighttime parade, and we haven't had one of those in a while. Yeah. So we're happy to have that back, A, and then B, to be able to actually put some lights on some floats and kind of, it's quintessential Christmas parade when you get to see the lights on the floats, and so that'll be really special as well. And then there will be several opportunities for the kids to visit Santa, take photos with Santa. I believe Amy Stegall in Downtown Ruston, they're actually hosting Santa at the fire station this year, but there's also a couple of shops that throughout the season will have Santa back so that kids can write the letters or sit in his lap and tell him what they want. Do all of that stuff that, you know, the kids need to do before Christmas gets here. And also the historic theater, the Dixie Theater, they have kind of had a rebirth of sorts over the last couple of years. They're hosting a lot more activity and things going on, and so they have a jazz once a month have a jazz show out there, but they're also going to have a bluesy Christmas this season. And then along with that, you have Ruston Community Theater, who, you know, does a Christmas production every single year. It's always a sellout. It's really great for coming in. All of these families of these kids are there. It's a really exciting time, and so they are doing White Christmas this year, and I think it's going to run for 3 days, with their last show being midday on Sunday. That is going to be the 5th through the 8th. And I can talk about dates, but probably what the easiest thing for everybody to do is just go to experienceruston.com. We have a brand new shiny website, and really easy to navigate, and so you can go to events and see absolutely everything that's happening across the parish for the holidays. But if you're interested in downtown events in particular, you can just select downtown, and it'll show you everything that's coming up.
Wow. Why is it important to have these community events and activities going on? Not even just at this particular season, but just year round.
Yeah. And so downtown Ruston is special in that revitalization and beautification in downtown areas, that's becoming more and more popular now. As people are kind of seeing, you have to maintain these spaces for these businesses to be able to thrive and these people to come. And so in the last couple of years, people have really decided, like, okay, these places are worth investing in. But Ruston was kind of ahead of that. And it's because we have great leadership with our parish administration and with our mayor here. our downtown didn't necessarily have to go through that death and rebirth, really, because there has just been a consistent level of marketing and promotion and money for the infrastructure and the beautification. And so we haven't necessarily had to go through so many of the challenges that some downtowns experience. But that makes it even more important that we continue the work so that we don't have to go through that.
Right.
And again, we have a lot of businesses downtown that are true like customer experience, customer service, retail, restaurants. A lot of businesses in downtowns are just the lawyers or the insurance agents and stuff. And we have a great mix of, yes, there are those businesses that bring in people that, do that thing, their taxes, lawyers, whatever. But we have a lot of shops. We have a lot of diversity in what is being sold. And these are the people who make up this community. They are the people that you're going to see in the grocery store shopping for their groceries. Their kids go to school with your kids. They're the ones that you're coming and asking to sponsor your Little League. They contribute to this community in a meaningful way, and it's really important that we go and support them as well. And especially in an age where you can just click on Amazon, Target, whatever, and have everything instantly delivered to you. Yeah, that's great, but there are livelihoods that are being made down here, and there are things that, you walk downtown, and like I mentioned earlier, I can go to the children's shop, and Miss Patricia knows what my kid's name is. She knows what her favorite colors are. She knows what size clothes she's gonna wear next. She knows me and my family, and what does Target do that for you? Does Amazon do that for you? No.
No, they do not.
And once you make it a point to incorporate that community into your lifestyle, like it's just so special, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, you don't realize how many businesses are downtown until you just take off by foot. So like when we had our invite, I just grabbed a bunch of invites. I'm going to go door to door, and it took 3 days to go door to door because it is, I don't remember how many, but I know there's like over 60. I can't remember how many, because it was like I had to go back and get more invites. But it was nice because you could, like, there's a bookstore, then there's art, then, like I say, there's restaurants, and then there are the lawyers and real estate like everywhere else, but then you do have the Dixie, and then you have axe throwing, or you have, just multitude of things. So it's a very nice mix. And like you said, like Ruston would seem to be one of the first to start doing the infrastructure thing years ago before it was a thing. And it is walkable too. It's not like some downtown may be really long road, or it's it's hard to get around. This is very easy to navigate, park, walk the whole thing, experience a lot right there in one area. So we're glad to be down here. So
it's really neat to see y'all join this space too, because y'all have done such a great job with this building, and then right across the street is City Hall, and that's kind of an inspiration for everybody working together and everybody doing their part to make the community as a whole thrive, not just downtown. But again, something about downtown is that I don't think the people of this parish or of Ruston truly understand what they have in downtown Ruston, because we're used to it. It's been here. We've gotten to take advantage of it all of this time. Like, there are other cities that are smaller than us, that are larger than us, that do not have that, and we really need to take care of it.
Right.
No, absolutely. From your lens at Experience Ruston, what are some of the things that you can foresee on the horizon for not just Ruston, but Lincoln Parish as a whole?
So we are getting, my office in particular, we are getting into a space where we are trying to host more conferences and meetings. Okay. And so from a tourism aspect, yes, we sell this destination to that leisure traveler, the person who's going to come for a day trip or maybe visit their family and stay the weekend. But we're really trying to open this market up for more of a hosting for, in the banking industry, some of the regional meetings that y'all have. We are trying to do more of those style conferences. And so we hope to bring those people in and let them see kind of a higher level of what the city has to offer. And so we'll be expanding in that way, and we hope that will bring some tax dollars and some tax revenue in here to help us with some of the projects. A big topic of conversation right now is still Buc-ee's.
Right.
We know that Buc-ee's is coming, no matter the delays, and so our office is kind of having to pivot with, how do you respond to that traffic, or how do you capture these people? Is it, that we just encourage them to take a break and stay overnight and break up, whatever their trip was, because they have the option of Buc-ee's? Is it, do we when they're stopping, are we trying to send them to our restaurants or send them to downtown? So we have a really unique opportunity with that, and we're just trying to wrap our heads around how do we exist in that space, and what do we need to do with it. But as far as events, we were just talking before that some of the events that are happening around town are selling out. People are wanting things to do. They want to be active in all the coolest new events and taking part in things that they maybe didn't get to experience before. So I think you're going to see some more of that too, not just downtown but throughout the parish. People kind of owning that thing that makes them special and then creating an event around it so that they can share that with everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, I think people don't realize what all there is to do. I mean, we love the walking trail.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful space. We all have one of the top parks, right? And the biking trail. What was the thing that just got installed?
The hub, and that's something when we talk about what's ahead. I can't believe I didn't even mention that, but yeah, the Lincoln Parish Park is one of our top attractions. It has been for years, and then we just recently helped the park get the hub, which is kind of like we explain it's like a ski lift for mountain bike riders. So not really a ski lift, but like you get to pick, quote unquote, the slope that you want and the experience that you have. And so not only is that really, really cool for those who mountain bike, but also it's this huge placemaker for the park now because it's just a beautiful structure. And so we have already seen a significant response to the mountain bikers who are now seeing that coming out there. Some of our best performing advertising right now is centered on the park, and people are just excited about it. And so I think that you'll also see a resurgence in that. During COVID, we got a lot of people outside. That outdoor activity, outdoor adventure really heightened, and it's kind of, gone down a little bit. I think in the next couple of years, especially with some more upgrades that we do for the park, that lifestyle activity and that outdoor adventure is really going to come in.
Yeah, I mean, even the way it could drive business is like bring in more, like say if the biker community comes in, then stores can build around that, and capture some of that. So,
and it's important from, a workforce development space too, because so many jobs are still remote, or you can, pick where you want to live and pick what you want to do. Now that that's more of the norm instead of the exception, your city has to offer these recreational activities.
Quality of life.
Yeah, for the quality of life, for, creating a space to raise a family. And so I think, again, for Ruston moving forward and in the future, I think that we're going to be in a much better situation to invite some talent to this space because we can offer the entertainment and quality of life things. Like there's things to do, but you still get that small town environment that's really important too.
Yeah, no, I've the last 2 years or so hanging with this guy, and then my wife has started working in Ruston about a year ago. And we've just fallen in love with the things that you all have to do over here and how you do it.
I've been trying to lure him over here.
So we've been migrating west more than we ever have in past years, but it's been a great experience. And just looking at the setup, and like you mentioned earlier, and I'm familiar with the New Orleans area. And so when you think about downtown here, you all have a true square block structure, right? And that helps with parking, that helps with access in and out. Whereas other parts of the state, if I can't park right in the front door of that place, then I'm not going. But here you all have parking spaces, but then you still have that square block, layout to where you can pull up if you need to, but still feel confident and comfortable to walk a few blocks away and know that you're still in a thriving area.
And again, if you can't get that parking spot that's right in front of your store, wherever you park, you're 3 minutes away from wherever you're trying to go. It's not a bad walk.
Yeah. No, great.
Yeah. Then you got the park. I mean, we can talk you got the little park, the amphitheater there, the food truck park.
Food truck park, love it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting a lot of attention right there too. This coming up year is kind of a focus in the culinary space for the state tourism department. So we're going to kind of tag team that with them. We have some pretty cool ideas that we're developing for the culinary aspect of Ruston and Lincoln Parish. So we're really excited to talk about those in a couple of months.
Yeah, this is going to be good stuff.
Nice. Well, Miss Amanda, it's been great talking to you. I've enjoyed my 2 years or so of experience in Ruston. Looking forward to experiencing even more. So continue doing the great work and creating opportunities for families to come out and enjoy your community.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
All righty. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Louisiana Catalyst Podcast, The Link, as we're getting ready to wrap up Season 2 right here at Origin Bank in downtown Ruston. Grace and peace to you.